directions, that is 360 degrees or 4 pi steradian. Since it is the energy radiated per second, its SI unit is
So we have
joule
now
per
go to
second
YouTube.
or watt. Strictly speaking, luminosity refers to the energy radiated by the star in the entire electromagnetic spectrum. But for most purposes in this chapter, we will assume or we will be considering the energy radiated in the visible part of the electromagnetic spectrum. Brightness. Brightness, on the other hand,
Whatever the screen
refers
that
to
is
the amount
taking,
of
it is
energy
coming.
that
It's
is
coming, no?
received
Yeah,
per
I have to
second
see
per
it.
unit
No,
area
I'll put this screen.
on the surface
Screen
of the
ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ.
earth. The amount of energy that an observer on the earth will receive from a star in 1 second per unit area. Its natural SI unit would
No,
be
other
watt. Its natural SI unit would
no,
be
other
watt per meter
channel ಹೆಸರು
square.
ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ.
For instance, from the sun
ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ
per second per unit area on the surface of the earth, solar
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ
constant
ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ
is
ಅದು ಹಿಂದೆ ಇದೆ.
1388
Studio
watt per meter square.
youtube.com ಏನೋ ಇದೆ.
It is to be noted that luminosity is a property of the star. It depends on
Not
the
receiving enough
amount of
video.
energy that is emitted by the star per
ಲಿಂಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ
second.
ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ?
On the other hand, brightness refers to the amount of energy that an observer on the earth receives per
Screen
second per
setting,
unit area.
not receiving any.
As we will see in the next slide, brightness is related to
ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ
luminosity as well as to the
Stream
distance
URL.
of the star
ಇದು ತಗೋಬೇಕು.
from the observer.
ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಎಲ್ ಇತ್ತಾನೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಎಲ್ ಇದನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಯು ಆರ್ ಎಲ್ RTMP at a.rtmp.youtube.com/live. This is the URL.
Should be visible in the channel.
Let's now look at the relationship between brightness and luminosity. Consider a surface area of the sphere, relationship between brightness and
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ
ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮಿಂಗ್ ಏನು ಬರ್ತಿದೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲೈವ್ ಇದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇವಾಗ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ ಅದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾ ನೀವು? ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೈಮ್ ಲ್ಯಾಗ್ ಇದೆ.
Let's now look at the relationship between brightness and luminosity. Consider a surface area of the sphere, relationship between brightness and
ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ
ಔಟು ಇದು ವ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೇಗೆ?
ಯಾವುದನ್ನ
ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ
ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಇದೆ. ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮಿಂಗ್ ಏನು ಬರ್ತಿದೆ? ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಲೈವ್ ಇದೆ. ಚಾಟು ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇವಾಗ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ ಅದು. RTMP ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾ ನೀವು? ಬಂತಾಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೈಮ್ ಲ್ಯಾಗ್ ಇದೆ.
Let's now look at the relationship between brightness and luminosity. Consider a surface area of the sphere, relationship between brightness and luminosity. With the star as center and radius d. Suppose we imagine a sphere. The surface area of the sphere would be 4 pi d squared. Now, if there is no absorption of energy by the intervening medium between the star and the earth, and no other form of loss of energy, then the total energy crossing the surface area of the sphere per second is L joules. Thus, we say across a surface area of 4 pi d squared, the energy crossing per second is L joule. Thus, across unit area, the energy crossing per second would be L divided by 4 pi d squared. But then the
Dot
energy
youtube.com
per second
dot
per
net.
unit area is nothing but the brightness of the star. Thus, we may say B is equal to L by 4 pi d squared. Hence, for a star whose luminosity is L, which is at a distance d from the earth, the brightness would be B equal to L by 4 pi d squared.
Here's how to set up a YouTube custom RTMP stream. Now you will want to have both the YouTube page and Switcher Studio opened, both of those websites. We'll start at Switcher Studio, and the first thing you're going to need to do is log in. So come over here to log in, tap on it, enter your same email and password that you used to log in on your iOS device for Switcher Studio, and then tap login, and that's going to bring you to the Switcher Studio dashboard. Now there's this option over here called Custom RTMP. This is what we're going to click on.
I'm going to show you the 5 easy steps to how to live stream on YouTube using OBS so that as soon as this video is finished, you can start live streaming. And we're starting right now. What is going on? My name is Nick. Welcome to another video. If this is your first time here and you want to learn how to grow your channel and make videos and all types of other YouTube related stuff, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you don't miss anything. I'm curious to know why you are wanting to live stream. Are you wanting to connect with your audience? Are you wanting to increase the watch time on your channel? Are you wanting to, try to use those live streams to rank videos? Are you wanting to use it to just make videos quicker? What reason is it that you are wanting to live stream? Let me know down in the comments. Okay, so let's head over to the computer and I'm going to show you how to live stream on YouTube using OBS. The very first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you have OBS Studio installed. It is available for Windows, Mac, or Linux, and it is absolutely free. Once you have OBS Studio installed into your computer, then if you do not see this black skin here, but you want it, all you have to do is go into your settings panel, and underneath the theme, under the general tab, you can just click on that, and you can change it from the default to the dark. I know a lot of YouTubers are into dark stuff like me, so just wanted to go ahead and give you that side tip. Once you have it looking the way that you want to go into your youtube.com/live_dashboard inside of your Creator Studio. Once you are there, you want to scroll all the way down, and you're going to see an area that says Encoder Setup. You'll want to copy the stream name /key. So to do that, you want to click the Reveal option, and then you highlight it, copy it, and go ahead and click Hide. Now make sure that you keep this key to yourself, because if someone else has this key, that gives them the ability to stream on your account, and nobody wants that. Once you have your key, you go back into OBS, you go over to the right, you will see a settings option, you click on that. You'll go under the Streams tab, and you want to make sure that you have streaming services selected. From the drop down here, you want to make sure that you have YouTube, and then you want to make sure that you have primary YouTube ingest server selected. From there, you are just going to paste your key into the stream key box. Once you have that set up, you want to hit apply, and then hit OK. Next, we are going to assume that you already have your webcam hooked up to your computer. If you do not, go ahead and plug in your webcam, and then you want to go under the Sources menu here, where it says Sources. You want to go down and you want to click the little plus icon. When you do that, it's going to give you a bunch of different options, which I will go into in later tutorials, but in this one, you want to add Video Capture Device. Give it any name that you want to. And then it's going to basically put on the screen the camera that you are pulling from. So if you get this square box, like I see right here, then what you want to do is you want to click on the Resolution tab, go to Custom, and then you want to select the resolution that you want to push your video through at. Then you hit OK. And from there, there's one more step, but I'm going to give you a side tip as well. When you test everything to make sure that you have it up and running, one problem that a lot of people get when they are going live is they get an audio sync problem that happens. In order to fix that, all you have to do is you have to go into your mixer option here, and you will see that you have an option for whichever audio device it is that you're using. So what you want to do in that situation is you just want to adjust the milliseconds on the audio to compensate for that lag. For me, usually between 200 and 500 usually does the trick. Once you have everything set up inside of OBS that we just went over, you want to head over to back to your YouTube streaming page. From there, you want to make sure that you put your title and your description just like you normally would for a video, because these live videos, when you do them, they can rank as well. So you want to make sure that you get everything together in your meta. And for your tags, you want to make sure that you click on the advanced settings here. And when you do that, then you can click on basic info, and then that will allow you to add your tags there as well. So once you have that part of it set up, I strongly recommend that you do a private stream first, or an unlisted stream that you share with friends, so that you can, make sure that your audio is synced up and make sure that everything is coming out exactly the way that you want to. And as long as everything is set up the way that you want to, then you go back into OBS and then you hit start streaming. And when that happens, you'll keep an eye on this up here where it says offline. And then once your stream starts going through, it's going to say starting. And then right now it is telling me that I am live. So one thing that you can do is you can test your audio sync right here on this, or you can also test your audio sync by actually opening up your channel page and going to the specific URL of your stream, which would be whatever your channel is /live. Then once your stream is over, all you have to do is go back into OBS and you hit stop streaming, and then from there YouTube will close everything else down, and then you are taken care of and your first stream is complete. This video is part of a playlist on how to live stream on YouTube. So if you want to learn more advanced options inside of OBS, make sure that you go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if I've already made the tutorials live by the time that you've gotten here, then I will put a card up here somewhere to the actual playlist. You can just click on that and then go find whatever topic it is.
To download OBS, go to obsproject.com/download. Link in the description below, and you can.
ಚಾನಲ್ ನೇಮ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ. ಚಾನಲ್ ನೇಮ್ ಏನು ಸರ್ ಇದು?
ರಾಘವೇಂದ್ರ ಮಹಾದೇವನ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಚಾನಲ್ ನೇಮಲ್ಲಿದೆ studio.youtube.com ಅಂತಿದೆ. ಕಾಪಿ URL.
ಕಾಪಿ ವಿಡಿಯೋ URL. ಹಾಂ, ಕಾಪಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್. ಕಾಪಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಪೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ಹಾಕ್ಲಾ ಇಲ್ಲೇ?
ಹಾಂ, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಪೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು
ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋ ಕೊಡಬೇಡಿ, ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಪೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ
that is URL for that particular thing. ಚಾನಲ್ ನೇಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದು.
ಚಾನಲ್ ನೇಮ್ ಬೇಡ, URL ಇದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. youtube.be/
No, it will be only that videos, no?
ಯಾವ್ದು ಸರ್? ಯಾವ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸು?
ಅಂದರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅದರದ್ದು ಇರುತ್ತದು. ಬಟ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ನೇಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಸಾಕಲ್ಲ. ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಇಟ್, ವೆನ್ ದೇ ಓಪನ್ ದಟ್ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನಲ್, ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮಿಂಗ್ ಅಟ್ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್.
ಹೌದು. ಬರ್ತಿದೆ.
ಇದು ಆಗಲೇ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅದು. ಇವಾಗ ಲೈವ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಚರಿಂಗ್
ಕಮ್ಮಿಂಗ್ 1 viewer.
ಇದು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಕೊಡಲಾ?
ಹಾಂ, ಕೊಡಿ ಸರ್. ಹಾಂ, ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿ.
The star is centered and radius d. Suppose we imagine a sphere. The surface area of the sphere would be 4 pi d squared. Now, if there is no absorption of energy by the intervening medium between the star and the earth, and no other form of loss of energy, then the total energy crossing the surface area of the sphere per second is L joules. Thus, we say across a surface area of 4 pi d squared, the energy crossing per second is L joule. Thus, across unit area, the energy crossing per second would be L divided by 4 pi d squared. But then the energy per second per unit area is nothing but the brightness of the star. Thus, we may say B is equal to L by 4 pi d squared. Hence, for a star whose luminosity is L, which is at a distance d from the earth, the brightness would be B equal to L by 4 pi d squared.
Hold some settings.
Thus, across unit area, the energy crossing per second would be L divided by 4 pi d squared. But then,
ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋರು
ಇಲ್ಲ
per
Audio
second per
ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ.
unit area is nothing but the brightness of the star. Thus, we may say B is
ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ
L by 4 pi
ಹೋಗಿ
d
ಸರ್
squared.
ನೋಡೋಣ.
Hence, for a star whose luminosity is
ಇದು
L,
ಅಲ್ಲ.
which is at a distance d from the earth, the brightness will be B equal to
ಡೆಸ್ಕ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಡಿಯೋನಾ
4 pi d squared.
ಆಡಿಯೋ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಚರ್ ಕೊಡಿ ಸರ್ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ.
ಇದಾ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲ
ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಓಕೆ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ only it holds some 200 to 500 minutes.
ಇಲ್ಲ
ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೈಟ್ 200 ಡೆಸಿಬಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಸಿಂಕ್ ಆಫ್ಸೆಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಆಡಿಯೋ ಮಾನಿಟರಿಂಗ್
ಮೈನಸ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾ ಅದು?
ಮೈನಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಓಕೆ ಲೀವ್ ಇಟ್ ಸರ್, ಅದು ನೋಡೋಣ. ಬಟ್ ಓಕೆ
ನನ್ನ ಡೌಟ್ ಏನಂದರೆ ದೆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿಸ್?
ಅದು ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಸೆಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಏನೋ ಇರಬೇಕಂತ ಸರ್. ಇದು ನಾವು ಕೊಡೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕೊಡು. ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್.
ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲ? ಇದನ್ನು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಈಗ. ಇದು ಬರ್ತಿದೆಯಾ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು ದಿಸ್ ಶುಡ್ ಕಮ್.
ಮೇ ಬಿ 5 seconds ಇದೆ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್.
ಹೌದು ನೋಡಿ, ನಾನು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಲೇ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ.
What we mean is that like human beings, stars are born, then they evolve into
ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್
various
30
phases
seconds ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
or various stages, and finally actually dies. When I say die,
ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ.
it means death in a certain sense of the word, where stars essentially stop producing enormous amount of energy
ಬಟ್ ಇದನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ
they normally do in their various phases.
ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ OBS ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಚರಿಂಗ್ ಮೈ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಲೈವ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್.
In this fascinating story
ಅವಾಗ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಇದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು.
evolution and
ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ
ಆಡಿಯೋ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಚರ್
is in
audio
fact
input
such a
capture
social
step.
physics
ಅದನ್ನು
of the 20th century. In trying to understand this stellar evolution, various areas in physics, mechanics, thermodynamics, statistical physics, quantum mechanics is invoked, as we will see in the lectures that follow. Now, the story of stellar evolution really starts with the Big Bang. The modern theory of the origin of the universe, as all of you know, is the Big Bang theory, which is supposed to have occurred about 13 to 13.5 billion years ago. 1 billion is 10 to the power of 9. It is now known, and there is sufficient evidence for this, that in the first 10 to 30 seconds, the primordial nuclei, like hydrogen, deuterium, which is an isotope of hydrogen. Well, hydrogen nuclei is just a single proton. Deuterium, which is a combination of proton and neutron. Helium nucleus and lithium were synthesized in a process called the Big Bang nucleosynthesis. Well, these are the most elementary nuclei that we know of. But then, when you look at the modern periodic table, we see that there is this large collection of various elements, different nuclei, over 100 of these different elements are known to us now. The question therefore is, from where did these elements arise?